What's up, tankers? Welcome back to Tankers Club. We are again in the store, and in this video we are going to check out the Yusuf LT-432. We talked yesterday about the AMX-30B, and today I'm going to talk about the light tank Russian Tier 8 premium tank 432. I won this tank from the Christmas event by opening a snow globe, so I got this tank already. And boy, 15k gold for this tank. This is really a lot of gold, and I want to talk with you about my opinion, what I think about this offer. And I can say directly to you, this is really a lot of gold, and you can have a much better tanks. You can even have two better tanks than investing 15k gold on this tank, because it's not worth it at all, guys. I played with this tank some battles, and this tank is really very difficult to play, tricky to play. You have to know completely what are you doing. You have to be a skilled player, because it's just tricky to play with this tank. So it's a light tank. We have the strength of this tank is mobility and concealment, and actually that's it. Even the rate of fire for a light tank is not good at all. So we have here 8 seconds reload time for a light tank. This is not good, especially with that mobility. So I was a little bit disappointed because of the reload time. We have here only 2000 DPM. Yeah, look at this penetration for a tier 8 tank, guys. 148mm penetration, and if you use APCL shells, 247. If we compare this with for example the AMX light tank, it can reach 271 penetration. So okay, it's a medium tank, but still we have much better with it. For example, the Projector or the P44 Pantera at HG3 tank. So why I'm talking about the penetration? Because it's really a hard struggle with this tank, playing with it, because you're not going to be able even sometimes to penetrate the P44 with this tank or other light tanks. We don't have to talk about heavy tanks, because you're not going to penetrate them, only maybe from back. And that's make playing with this tank really a hard struggle, I can tell you that. Yeah, why I told you the strength of this tank is the concealment, and because as you can see here we have 67% concealment while stationary, and 62 while moving. And I'm not going to write a spot for my teammates with this tank, because I don't want to really being spotted with this tank, because if I got spotted they will finish you very fast. And I'm using, of course, because I have anyway bad penetration, the calibrated shells and also the supercharger to maximize my penetration. And I'm using the refined gun, because look at this, it's a light tank and we have 0.3 dispersion at 100 meter. So this is also bad for a light tank. Actually, we have light tanks with much more better precision, or medium tanks. So that's why I'm using the refined gun, and of course the enhanced tracks. Yeah, actually enhanced armor doesn't make sense. Actually, it's better to take improved assembly, and yeah, engine accelerator for better speed, to maximize the speed and the high-end consumables, so we can use longer the consumables. So let's check out this tank on the battlefield. I said already, playing with this tank is kind of tricky. Why? This tank is flat. Look, this tank is special, looks also special, and this tank has a very bad armor, like especially all light tanks. So but we have good concealment, and we have a very bad penetration for a tier 8 tank. So you have actually to be that team player that try to be the troublemaker, because sometimes you cannot even penetrate the P44 Pantera with this tank with your APCL shells. This is a hard struggle, and so you are going that guy to be trying not to be spotted, but also sometimes being spotted without taking damage. So you keep the enemy team busy, try to sneak always to them, but always take your eyes on the minimap. Try really not to be spotted, or if you are going to be spotted, make sure that you have somewhere an obstacle where you can to hide. Always play hard down. The turret is okay, 120mm. Some shots are going to bounce, okay, so very important. Think all the time about that you have to hide your hull, especially your front hull, the lower part of the of your armor, so that you are not going to take a lot of damage. And always try to sneak to the enemy tanks, make your shots go back like this, forward, backwards. So with your mobility you are keeping already the enemy tanks busy, backward, forward. They wanna aim on you, but they can't. So and like that your team can you make it easier to your teammates to focus on enemy tanks and finish them. If you are always keep moving, use that mobility to keep the enemy tanks busy. And you can also reward yourself by making some shots like this. Look at this right now. I'm going to armor the Tiger 2. I was so surprised with that so bad penetration and that low caliber on the 100mm. I penetrated the Tiger 2. That was really a surprise. But yeah, playing with this tank is a hard struggle, especially look at how difficult it's all red most of the time. I'm using extra the better shells, not the free ones, so I have at least a chance to penetrate the enemy tanks, and it's really a hard struggle. But even with that, we won the battle and won some credits, made my damage. The LTTB and the M4, even they have actually very good view range. They didn't spot me. I was actually so close to them, and that's thanks to the concealment of this tank. And so this tank already with his form, this flat form, is actually screaming already, saying to you, please be careful with me and play that style, that sneaky style, playing from distance. Try to sneak to the enemy tanks, make your shots from distance, and that's it. There is no other way to play with this tank, because we have a paper armor, we have a bad gun. So make the best of it, use that concealment and that mobility. Try to, let's say, annoy the enemy tanks, keep them busy so that your team could make damage on them. So you have to be that team player. You have to be that. You have to have that team player mentality or spirit with this tank, because you are not going to be the player who is going to make a lot of damage with this tank, but that team player who is just annoying the enemy tank, confusing them, and making one shot here, one shot there, so that you help your team to win the battle. And that's it actually. So for me, in my opinion, this tank is absolutely not beginner friendly. You have really to know what are you doing with this tank. You have to know how to handle with this tank in order to get the best of it, and only like this you are going to win battles with this tank. So if you are a beginner player who don't know a lot about this game, so please, I told you to leave your finger and hands away from this tank and don't buy it, okay? Yeah, in my opinion, in the store, the AMX 30B, I think, yeah, the AMX 30B is already a way better, but it's also worth it. For 17,500 to get a tier 10 collector tank is much more better than getting this tank for 15k gold. So invest more, 2,500 more gold, and get the AMX 30B if you wanna have a lot of gold and you wanna right now buy a tank because you just wanna spend your gold. So go better for the AMX 30B than the LT-432. So that was my opinion. Please comment the video, tell me what do you think about it. I'm also interested to hear your opinion and what do you think about what I'm talking. So we reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you are new in my channel, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and activate the bell to never miss a video again. And if you want to support me and support my content, I will be also so thankful if you become a member in my channel. The link to the membership, you will find it in the video description. And also, you are all welcome to join our Discord server. You will also find the link to our Discord server in the video description. So see you soon, tankers. Stay safe. Bye bye.